And you are on this morning with the United Country Boys here on WDXE. Y'all say good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We almost lost Tommy there.
I think I'm dead here.
Yeah, mine's not on either. Let's see here if we can get our microphones going.
And we have in the office Travis Caldwell's.
In the office.
Tommy, somebody's office. Tommy Johnson, Fred Webb, Brent Webb, Hunter Webb, and Tyler Webb. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are y'all doing?
Is yours on?
How are
I
y'all
don't
doing?
think mine's on.
Good,
Travis,
you?
what are you putting in your coffee over there? I don't know what you put.
Nothing. It's just dripping in there.
Oh, is that right? Well, I don't know. That don't look like coffee to me.
Yeah. You got a milkshake?
Yep.
He got himself a milkshake this morning. He sure does. What's in that coffee?
A little sugar and creamer. I drink it like a woman.
Okay. Yeah, at least you're honest.
Hey.
I have to respect it.
Resembles me.
And
I dose
drinking it
I
black.
dose mine up too.
I just can't. I can't drink it black. I mean,
No, I got to throw a little sweet and low and a little.
my dad likes to
made.
make fun of me, but he'll get over it.
And once you start drinking it black, you don't go back.
Yeah, I've heard that, but no. I tried it for like 3 weeks and it still tasted nasty.
That's about what it took me, about 3
Tastes like
weeks
butter.
every
It
day.
depends.
When you
though.
start out, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
Well, it depends on what coffee it is. I got a buddy
Oh,
who owns a coffee shop in Florida. And now his I can drink black.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it really depends on the brand as well. Like if
Gas
you go to
station
Starbucks,
coffee?
you try to drink Starbucks coffee black, no. But like McDonald's is pretty good.
I like the mocha frappa lattes. I'm just kidding.
Those are good. I'm not going to argue with
Hunter
you.
said, yeah.
Yes, girl.
Now, he
Yeah.
didn't
Say,
get a, he didn't get a yeah out of me though.
I like I'm getting it from my wife.
Yeah. That's basically, that's a milkshake. That's how they started. I mean, they could justify selling them, because they've got coffee in them. Because who's going to drink a milkshake for breakfast? Okay, Tommy.
Yeah.
You got sound there yet?
You got it figured out?
Yeah, no, we got sound going, so we good to go. Bible verse of the day is Romans 12:10. Be devoted to one another in brotherly love. Give preference to one another in honor. Again, Romans 12:10. Bible verse for today.
Brent's verse was in Romans 2 this morning.
It was the same one. We have the same app.
Oh,
I thought I recognized that.
okay.
I used a different one actually on WLX, but I went ahead and used that one there.
There's an app for that.
Yeah, it's just the Holy Bible app. So
I think that's the number one
They have a verse
yeah,
of the day.
most
it's like
downloaded
12
app,
billion,
isn't it?
Probably like 12 billion downloads.
I think that's the most downloaded app. Somebody have to fact check that, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Well, it needs to be.
yeah, amen.
It's got 10 million downloads. So
10 million.
And
That's
there's,
probably
and there's how many people in the United States?
330 million.
There you go.
A couple short.
yeah, everybody needs to have that though. That's a good app though. It'll keep up. Like if you got a streak where you're going on and reading every day, it'll kind of keep that up for you. Has devotionals and stuff on there as well. But I usually I've got it where it'll send me every day at 10:30. It'll send me the Bible verse of the day. So if we're not doing it on Mondays, that way I don't forget to read the Bible verse of the day on that day. It's a good app to have, the Bible app. Yeah.
You have a favorite verse?
Do I have a favorite verse?
Yeah.
That's tough. I don't know. I guess probably one of my favorite verses, and I believe it's 2 Corinthians 5:20, that God made him who knew no sin to become sin on our behalf so that we may become the righteousness of God in him. I believe that's 2 Corinthians 5:20, isn't it?
You can get on your Bible app and check it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do real quick. I think that's right. 2 Corinthians 5:20. No, 5:20 is we're ambassadors for Christ. I'm all thrown off this morning. What is that one then?
Well, you can just start typing it in.
Well, I know, but
I keep mine on my card.
Yeah, you keep searching for
I
that.
like that one.
And I've got
413, Philippians 413.
Yeah, I can do
yeah,
all
the one I've got on my card is Romans 1:16. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
You get that on your card?
Just the Romans 1:16.
Oh, you don't have the whole thing because that'd be
I
part of
was
half your card.
I was one verse off. I knew I was close. I said 2 Corinthians 5:20. It's 2 Corinthians 5:21. that he made. He hadn't
Can't
been
believe
here
you missed
since.
it that much.
No, I know. Yeah, I'm really off this morning. Not quite woken up.
Travis, who was you for on Super Bowl?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay,
You know, I couldn't
good then. I was fixing to say we could devote 1 minute to the Super Bowl.
You know, I couldn't even
For
tell you
30
who won.
seconds.
I watched it up. I checked it on my phone because I was tired. I think there was like a minute and a half left, and then
Oh, you
Kansas
missed,
City
the
was
game,
down.
man.
Yeah, Kansas was down 3 points.
I knew all along it was
13.
going to turn out bad. I mean,
Yeah.
Kansas won.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just the way it was.
It's hard for me to pull for any team from California, but when they're playing Taylor Swift's team.
I was against Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Especially after he bumped his coach.
Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Oh, that was nasty.
I mean,
should've.
if I'm Reed, I might have taken a butt whooping, but by God, we'd have found out right
Yeah,
then.
he'd have been sitting on that other end of the bench. That
We'd have fought.
That's right. I don't think I've ever seen that, especially in football.
No,
No.
that's
You know,
a
usually the
whole new
coach is
level
like
of disrespect.
Usually the coach, is like, if you did that to coach, you're off the
Oh,
team.
yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't afford to, though.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, ain't gonna get rid of him. Oh, he's him and his girlfriend. They brought in a lot of money to
Oh, yeah.
NFL and Kansas City.
That's
so.
bad that everything has got to money.
Yeah, it is about the money.
I mean, if you can push your coach around on national live TV, the most watched show of the year, you could push your coach around. Where kids supposed to be setting an example, but it's about the money and nothing more, no repercussions.
Yeah, they'll probably fine him
Yeah.
$5,000.
$100,000.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drop in a bucket.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Well.
That's what's wrong with the world.
It is. I was just looking to see if his brother got drunk and jumped out in the audience again. That was pretty fun to watch last time.
Well. Well, what'd y'all talk about last week?
Oh, my diet.
How's your diet going?
That's not. I've lost like 2 more pounds, so I'm a little better. But
Last night we were watching the game, and my wife made some chocolate oatmeal cookies.
oh, I know it, and I actually ate 3 of them. So
He was eating them. He said, if anybody scores, I'm going to eat a chocolate oatmeal cookie. And it was like, how many minutes is in a quarter?
15.
Yeah, we were like 12 minutes in maybe.
Yeah.
Or it had been 3 minutes, so we still had 12 left. And I think a fumble happened or something like that. And he said, well, that's a cookie. He started making up his own rules to eat cookies.
I said, let's make it a first down.
First down, yeah.
I'll
And then there was a
cookie.
timeout. Timeout was a cookie. Halftime was a cookie. And
Yeah, I failed last night, but I'm hoping my
that's
stomach didn't recognize it or something.
one guy that I worked with at my old job. He had a whole book on.
I think it's still like crap for those stuff.
He had a whole book on ketosis, and about that. And he said that once you get in it for 2 weeks, your body gets into that ketosis. And then he said if you have a hankering to eat like ice cream, he said get a big bucket of ice cream and just eat as much of it as you can, and eat the whole thing and then throw it away if you don't eat all of it. He said that'll cure your craving. Then you can go back on your diet for another 2 weeks.
That don't work.
That don't make no sense.
That
does
don't
it?
work.
He said, but
I ate
once
that
you
whole
get-
bucket of ice cream just to see if I like it.
Yeah, he was a short, stocky little fella.
Yeah, I ate that whole bucket just to see if I like
They
it.
said, but once you get into that ketosis, your body won't come out of it for just one meal. Because when it gets that carb, it's
I've
not
done
really
that
had
before
carbs.
when I was on
it
it.
attacks it.
Yeah, when I was on it before, I could eat quite a bit in one day, and then nothing would happen. So I'm hoping
Maybe some
I'm
truth.
hoping it is again because I've starved for 3 weeks. Hope one meal didn't do it, but we'll see.
I won't.
Learned Brent's eaten camel before.
Brent has.
Yeah, we talk about eating camel.
Oh, and shark and kangaroo.
When?
What did it do to you?
Yeah. Yeah, my wife told me about
ate
that. We was
kangaroo
talking about
jack.
it that night whenever I was talking about that. Whatever that was. Fish camp somewhere in Florida.
Yeah. Was it good?
Yeah.
He went out back.
Did it taste like chicken?
Most of it, yeah.
You had to get it from Outback.
That's where we got the kangaroo from.
What form was it? Fried? Or like a steak?
It's been a while now. I
Like a
can't
leg?
even remember.
Wing? What do you?
Yeah, the kangaroo wing, I think.
Neck?
They don't have much of a
knee.
neck.
Like on, like on what is that? Bobby Boucher, Water Boy.
Yeah.
And they're eating a snake. What part would you start with? I'd say the knee.
Yeah. He had a big old snake.
Yeah, I don't know. And the most exotic thing I've ate is probably just crocodile, which isn't, or alligator, whichever one it is.
I remember the shark being really good. It was good. I want to say it was like a fried type of, like an appetizer type of thing. But I mean, you can fry this phone and it would taste pretty good.
I will tell you, we were down at Umi's down in Florence,
Love me some homies.
and we was walking back there to the hibachi, and someone was sitting out front, and they had this big old pile of, looked like fresh onion rings. I said, I'm gonna get me some of them onion rings, and I went and sat down, and I said, I want some onion rings. She said, we don't have onion rings. There's a little bit of a language barrier, and finally it was squids what they were eating.
Yeah.
And I said, I still want them because it looks like an onion ring. They were not onion rings.
Did it taste good?
Nuh-uh. No.
Was it fried?
Yeah, it was fried just in a circle. But, I tried to dip them in ketchup and it was too fishy.
You ever tried caviar?
Yeah.
No,
I never have.
I've tried it.
Was it pretty good?
No,
No.
I didn't.
I
I
couldn't afford
didn't.
it.
I didn't care for it. It was on a cruise ship. I tried it. I wouldn't recommend it.
I forgot, but I've eaten snails on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Snails?
You ever had any?
That's cargo in
That's
it or
cargo.
something.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, listen, it was wrapped up in a bunch of butter and crap. You couldn't tell it was a
You
snail.
put enough stuff on it.
Yeah, it'll make it
Butter.
good. Yeah.
It'll get
Put
around
butter
your
and wrap
butter.
it bacon. I mean, wrap it bacon.
Yeah. Then it's got to be. It's going to be good. Yeah.
You ever had calamari?
No.
That is squid.
I think that is squid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what them
That's
things
what I
were.
had.
I've had calamari.
I had that in my sushi the other day.
It was
Find
way
anything
too
in sushi.
spongy and
I can eat some sushi now.
What about oysters? I don't.
I like them fried.
Yeah, I've tried them every way. I believe pretty much.
We talked about that last week.
We did.
A little bit about the oysters.
Did you?
Right up there with the camel.
We brought up your,
the mussel.
okay.
He
Your
was a
oyster.
mussel,
well,
wasn't
you
he?
eat a mussel or whatever you had that time.
I
in
didn't eat it.
Jackson Well,
No, you tried.
kind of.
I tried it.
Well, anyway,
I'll try anything once.
let's don't go
I
there.
won't try it again.
And he did too.
Yep.
All right.
We'll tell you.
Back to food.
Yeah, we'll tell you that story a little bit later.
Okay.
It's a funny story.
How was y'all's week? Because y'all were gone.
It was good. Yeah, went and got some more education.
A lot smarter now.
Well, some of us are. Some of us ain't.
Which ones are, which ones ain't.
Yeah.
You got a twitch.
Yeah, it's going this way. Look at you.
Brent's going today for his Alabama license.
Good deal. Where you gotta go for that?
Well, I'm going up to Nashville to take it. Didn't have to go all the way to Nashville, but my wife, she's got some business she's got to do up there anyway, so we're just going to decide to make a day out of it. Go up there and do a little bit of shopping. And
You said on the other radio station that he said he said he was fixing to be licensed, and I said we hadn't took your test. He said, well, I'm gonna pass it. So next week, tune in next week.
yeah, if I'm not here next week, then you'll know that
It's good. It's good to be. It's nice to be confident. Yeah.
What's the over under on it when you pass it?
You gotta have a 70, I believe.
I'm just saying, what's chances of you failing it?
He said none.
Not very
Oh,
good.
slim and none. I've got faith in him.
He said he took the practice test and made a.
He had A's and B's
Okay.
in school.
But yeah, I was, my practice tests have been going pretty good, so I feel pretty good about it. I just hope that I bought the right program.
Yeah.
We've been learning all about food. I just blacked out and bought the food version.
When Hunter went and took his, he called me and he said, I got good news and bad news. I said, what? He said, the good news is I passed. And, I said, what's the bad news? He said, I'm a CNA. He went and took a CNA test.
I've been studying the wrong stuff.
He sit for the wrong test, but he passed anyway. So he went to work at the nursing home for a while. Until he got his license.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Wow.
I could too.
Not much arguing with that.
There's always a little bit of question if you scheduled the right one. You think you scheduled the right one?
Yeah.
100%?
100%, because they sent me the email. Did you ever get the email?
I ain't looked today.
Okay. Yeah, but they
Probably get it today.
they send you the email and they pretty much hold your hand and walk you through it. So
So from
if it's
Tennessee,
not scheduled correctly, it's their fault.
so from Tennessee law and real estate, how much does it differ from Alabama?
There's
The main thing is the
estimated closing
Estimated
cost.
closing
Yeah,
cost, yeah.
There's a lot of similarities, but then the differences are pretty big. I mean, there's not very many differences. I wouldn't say it's a lot of the same type of principles. But then when you're representing a buyer, if they from the moment that whenever they sign the offer, you have to present them then with a estimated closing cost. So you got to go through everything with them. So it's kind of like, I guess, kind of like a settlement statement, essentially, and showing them all their totals and all that. And then if you're representing the seller, whenever you present the offer to them, you have to do the same thing with them. So that's going to be the biggest difference for us, because Tennessee doesn't require that.
And Alabama is a buyer beware state.
Caveat emptor.
There you go.
Who?
What he said.
Caveat emptor.
Got me.
That's
buyer
Latin,
beware.
darling.
That, I don't
I'm
think
not
that
gonna
was
lie, I
in my
didn't see
seat.
that in my class anywhere.
That just
you not?
means
No.
that's Latin
Yeah.
for buyer beware.
That's that other text.
That wasn't in mine either. So
So they are. I mean, 'cause if you list a property down there, they don't have to fill out, and they say you encourage your seller not to fill out a property condition disclosure because they can be held liable for anything in case they miss something.
Let's take the phone.
Who's got a birthday?
See what's going on.
Good morning. You're on the air with the United Country Boys on WDXE. Who do we have on the line?
I do what?
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're on the air with the United Country Boys on WDXE.
Okay, I was just wondering why they didn't have the trade post this morning.
Okay. Well, I don't believe Mr. Hood was able to make it in this morning, so they didn't have the
okay.
trading post.
That's
Well,
just got something to say.
Mr. Nolan Perry, it's on there about the rooster man. He said, well, wonder why they didn't have the trade post on it 20 minutes after 7. I said, well, I don't have no idea.
Yeah, I got you.
Wanting
I
to trade some real
apologize.
estate?
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too. Yeah, calling in for the trading post. They didn't have the trading post or the birthday club, I don't believe, this morning. If they do a birthday club on here.
See what they have. We might have bought some.
Hey, it's been a
I think
day.
they were looking for a rooster.
Rooster. I know where a bunch of them's at.
I can get you one out beside our house. That thing don't know when it's morning, night, evening.
They blind.
It just, I mean, it's all day. I'm telling you, it is all day.
Yeah.
It's all
I've heard
day.
it out there.
And
It'd be
you
noon. He'd be.
You got to go over and wind his watch.
Find his
Go
watch.
over and wind his watch.
Ring his
Ring his watch.
But he does. I mean, he crows every 3 seconds all day long. That is no joke.
Teach it time.
Is that why he dog runs over? He trying to turn the alarm
That's
off?
neither here nor there.
Okay. I was going to say we didn't do a
hymns.
yeah. No, I was going to say we didn't do a Bible question, but I don't know the phone there is not transferring over right, so may not be able to take any calls.
Yeah,
You just don't have your headphones on.
No, you
No,
flipped
it
the
comes through.
switch.
I flipped it. It wouldn't come in through the.
You flipped
board
the
here.
switch and it was still red.
Yeah.
Telephone.
I mean, these are all red too, so that's all right. We'll still get around to our losses gift card giveaway just here before the show is over with, but we may not be able to put you over the board, but we'll get your name taken down
My
if you do.
wife
win,
just
yeah.
texted me and told me to tell the Leoma Cafe story. We live over kind of behind Leoma Cafe. We got a piece of property out there, and we was over there eating the other day, and I just kind of jokingly said, or we have a golden retriever, and then we've got another dog, but the golden retriever, he's the one that gets pretty adventurous. But we was over at Leoma Cafe eating, and we was checking out, and I just kind of jokingly said, "Do we get the neighbor discount?" And then the lady said, "Well, where do y'all live?" And we said, "Well, we just live right behind here." And she said, "Oh, are y'all the one with the dog?"
Nope.
And
That's somebody else.
and yeah, and of course my first thought was nope, you know. And then and I said, "What kind of dog?" And she said, "Oh, it's just the cutest little golden retriever." And then Liz got her phone out and put a picture of him. She said, "Is this him?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "He comes over here and eats twice a day." Said he comes over here in the morning, and then he comes over here like kind of late in the evening. And I said, "Are y'all feeding him?" She said, "Well, I mean a little bit." So he's going to eat Leoma Cafe twice a day.
Yeah. Something goes over there.
Hey, got it going on.
At River Heights over there, they had a dog over there, and it was just an old cur dog, but he got to know one or two of us that we get gas there, and of course they had a hot box or whatever you call it. When you go in to the door, you could see it back there. And when I would get gas, he would come up to the door of my truck, and I'd say, "Well, come on," and he would walk over there to the door. And I would look, and he'd be sitting there at the door watching me when I'm back there.
Telling
and
you
I
which
would
one to
find
get.
like
Yeah.
an old biscuit or something that they had old.
Yeah.
And well, he'd
Can
just
you
be
hear
waiting
him?
on it, and then I brought it out there. And that lady, when I went in there to get it, she would know that I was wanting something. I said, "Well, you got old in here for the dog." And she said, "Well, you're about." So there was 3 or 4 of us that buys him stuff about every day. And he noticed,
He's
and that's why
done
he just
well.
waited around waiting on us to get there. So he's pretty smart.
Brandon, have you met or Hunter Toby, that black lab up there at church? Y'all seen
Yeah.
him?
He's
Yeah.
out back.
Huh?
He's out back every time that when we pull up there.
I got you. You ever seen him at donut time?
Donut time.
Yeah, go down there and watch him next time. What he does is he'll sit outside the door and people feed him donuts. And when he gets full for 3 or 4 donuts, he'll sit out there still beg and somebody come throw one out. Well, he'll go around the church and bury it in the stinking flyer up there at the office, the flyer guard or whatever landscaping
Yeah.
thing. He'll come back down and get him another one. He'll bury them things and go eat them all week. Dog's got dog diabetes. I mean, he can barely walk, but he's eating donuts all
Got
freaking
it
week.
figured
so-
out.
Yeah, he's usually right there by the back, right there where they do the donuts.
Ain't nobody knows where he lives.
Really?
Yeah, we don't know whose house he belongs to.
We joined church last Sunday.
Yeah, second service was told we
Yeah,
the first
second
service.
service, Yeah, pretty excited about that. We finally moved our membership out from South Carolina, so back here now.
Good deal.
Do. Hunter talked about moving his now that he's up here from Double Springs. I told him there's gonna be a fee if you want to move it.
Transfer fee.
Yeah.
He said that'd be fine. I just still got to mail him my checks. To
Dog house.
Yeah.
Losing that tithe or
Well,
something.
Nah, that's all right. I'll split it with your new church. Yeah. We'll go 50-50 on it.
We need it. We about to
I
build
wonder if I can
big
get a
old
referral fee.
building. Referral fee.
Charge them a referral fee. 25%.
Yeah, there's fixing to be a. Have they told the plans yet?
Yeah, I mean,
Or the
out
plans are there, but have they told the?
the price. Well, we don't know the price. We're expecting it to be around $4 or $5 million probably.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Done the whole children's sanctuary classrooms. It's a big old building just for children.
I'd have to look at the plans too, 'cause I don't know where they're gonna put that.
It's right out that that back door.
They're gonna take some of the parking lot.
Oh yeah, but we're gonna have to add on to the back there where they've got the gravel.
Yeah.
But it's almost the exact same size as the sanctuary, but it's all
Okay.
it's 2-story.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-story.
One big old youth building.
Yeah.
All of it's for the youth.
4 or 5 million.
Pretty good building project.
That would be a big building. That'd build a lot.
It's a good church.
Yeah. Now you're talking about Mars Hill. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, good deal. How long y'all been going there for? I know you kind of.
We visited quite a few churches when we got here, and I mean, we liked, quite a few of them, but I don't know, we've been going there now for at least a couple months.
Do they eat often?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we eat breakfast every morning. They give us donuts.
There it is.
You ever been to the
I knew
Brotherhood?
it was something that got
They
$100.
went easy.
I knew there was something that
No,
was
I
getting
haven't been
$100.
to that yet. There's
You got to get there early, but I'm telling you what, buddy, it's a spread.
yeah for the men's
Does
breakfast.
somebody cater that? Or?
Yeah.
No, Brother Gary, in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
There's in the scooter, rides around.
Uh-huh.
He cooks it. Well, I mean, there's several guys that cook it, but he's the main guy. But that dude can cook. Bacon, eggs, fried smoked bologna, sausage biscuit, white real gravy. Not out of
Like
a
a
packet.
big
He makes a roux and everything, and then chocolate gravy. It's a spread for sure.
That's on the first Sunday, right?
First Sunday of
each
every
month.
Yeah, starts at 6:45.
Yeah.
I got time to go by there before I go to Double Spring.
Just swing by.
6:45.
My mind, right when you said that, I was doing my calculation.
See here, I got to be in Savannah at about 10:30, so I got plenty of
Yeah,
time.
come on next time.
You
First
can,
of March.
you can swing it.
Yeah, I got plenty
You'll
of
come
time.
in, you'll sit down, they'll have one guy give a testimony for, of course, depends on the guy, but maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. And then everybody gets up, circles around, prays, and gets in line. Eat, eat, eat.
Yeah, I'll be there in March.
I got room for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
There for a while, I went to Gum Springs. And every year they would have the wild game supper.
Mhm. It's a big deal out there.
Yeah, that's and it was good. I think I ate there. Well, y'all went one year,
Yeah,
didn't you?
yeah, I went.
It was
Me and
alligator.
Almost went.
They had bass, fried bass, and
Duck.
pretty much every
Elk.
animal you could think
Elk,
of. Elk. He might even had some bear there.
They had a big spread. That was good food too. It's all fried. They just fried everything
There's
up.
some,
smoked.
yeah, like the elk
Yeah.
stew.
They have a really good kids camp out there.
Mm-hmm.
When your kids get a little older, if you want to do it. But, I mean, it's like a 3-day sleepover thing, and my older boys do it, and they love it. And it gives us 3 days without, well, mostly without kids, without the annoying ones at least. Well, I mean, they're the ones that fight all the time.
Yeah,
The youngest one, he ain't got that bad yet, but
He ain't got there yet.
it's coming.
They do it there at the church or
Yeah.
somewhere on the church ground.
And I mean, they keep them kids, like, my youngest one said he didn't sleep the whole time, and I thought he was full of it. Well, come to find out, he really didn't sleep the whole time. So not only did I get that 3 days, but I got 2 days of solid sleep afterwards.
After that, yeah.
Yeah, they wore
He
down.
slept,
Yeah.
Ketchup.
But no, it's a real good deal they put on out there.
Yeah.
I've seen that. Seen posts about it and stuff.
Seemed like they had a bunch of kids there. I don't want to say a number because it was a lot.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep. When is that wild game supper? Is it coming back up? They do
I'm
it in
not
the fall.
sure. Seems like it's in
Need to go back to that.
the spring or somewhere along there.
Usually have a speaker, don't they?
Oh yeah, they usually get real good music too,
Yeah, they
like a
had some-
bluegrass. And
Mhm.
I like the bluegrass, with the what is that though?
Banjo.
Well, banjo too, but the
Mandolin.
mandolin, mandolin and guitar and all that.
They had Clay Dyer out there the first time they had it. Y'all know who Clay Dyer is? That pro fisherman ain't got no legs or no arms.
Oh, I know who you
Oh,
talking about.
man,
I've
that
seen
dude's
it.
crazy.
That's us showing to you. That was wild how he.
He can do it. He ties on lures too. He's like, he gets bloody every now and then, but
Yeah, that's just.
Okay,
You have no excuse.
yeah, I know. It's like, what have I done with my life?
I've got a visual here, but it ain't coming
Never have
through
seen
yet.
it.
Oh, look him up, dude. He gets down there with his lip and he'll tie his daggum lures, and he kind of holds his rod reel in between his chin and his shoulder, and I got him throw that thing and he'll set that bait caster with his lip. And you got to
I've
YouTube it.
I've got to look.
It's
that up.
amazing. Hey, the dude throws a football too, believe it or not. I mean, he don't throw it. He kind of like bumps a football, but I mean, it's a spiral. I mean, it's amazing. Look
My
him up.
goodness. That's,
Yeah.
Sitting here with all my appendages, and I can't do all that. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, we
Wow.
was talking about that. Me and Hunter got talking about that one day. It's pretty incredible.
What was his name?
Clay Dyer.
Clay
He
Dyer.
drives his own
D-Y-E-R.
boat. I don't know if he launches his boat. That would be one thing to.
I'm sure he's figured out a way.
I bet you can bite the
He
rope
do
and
all
tie
that
it off
other
to buy it off to the cleat. And
Well, if
get
he can
back in
tie a
his truck.
lure, if he can tie a lure on,
Yeah, that's
he,
true.
man,
It's hard for me to
I
tie.
can't. Me too.
I stick myself half the time.
Yeah.
That's kind of what he did when I watched him.
Tyler's got him on.
He's
There he is right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Camera will go on it or not, but
Look at that cast there. You got to talk, Tyler.
that is unreal.
yeah. I think I've seen some of this before. I never seen him actually catch one though.
Oh, yeah.
I know how would.
Oh, he done set the hook.
Oh, he got one on. Sure enough.
He ain't got one there. He's just casting.
I thought he had one on.
I thought he set the hook there.
It's on a crankbait. I figured he'd bound to catch one, huh? Or is this him throwing a football in?
Yeah.
Watch this. Boom.
Oh
When
man.
when it backs up, it's just a perfect little spiral too.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have no excuses. Cool there. I've seen. There's also a speaker. I mean, he speaks, I guess.
Yeah, he does. He speaks.
Okay, I
and
think
stuff.
I've heard him speak before.
Yeah, he's been to our church too for the men's conference, I think.
Yeah.
But, he's been all around here and everywhere. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Truly
Yeah, it is.
inspiring.
That is. Yep. That takes dedication and motivation. Yep. Sure enough.
This week we're going to Saturday to the
National Wild Turkey Federation.
This Saturday.
this Saturday. Up there, we got a booth set up.
Y'all going to that?
Can you talk turkey?
I'm still trying to figure out if they have lips or not. We never killed one to find out.
No. How many days is that going to be up there?
Starts Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Is it just like a kind of like a trade show?
Yeah, something like that.
Do they have any like a banquet or?
They have something. I think they have an auction up there too.
I mean, I'm sure you can buy stuff and, go around. I mean, I'm sure they got different little things set up.
Yeah.
You can buy. I mean, it's not like a huge spread probably, but might be some different things you can.
I believe. I mean,
Purchase.
all the big names go up there for that.
Yeah.
All of them will be there.
Yeah. Well, I think Mossy Oak is like one of the main sponsors.
Mossy Oak.
From what I looked at, but I mean, I think everybody's kind of got a hand in that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different companies that do stuff with the National Wild Turkey Federation. So it should be a pretty good time. It'd be a lot of people. There'll be a lot of hunters up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to take a lot of our properties, do some printouts and things, and take a lot of flyers up there and try to get some people interested in turkey down this way.
Because Giles County has a large turkey population. I know last year, probably the year before last, Giles County was like the #1 deer county where there were the most deer harvested. I wonder where they set at as far as turkey goes. There's a lot of turkey.
Wayne County's got a bunch.
We got a bunch of them.
Used to be a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Till people started messing with it.
Yeah. They got to trap it
Somebody-
on. Trap it on and haul them
Somebody
off.
started messing with it. Yeah.
A lot of different theories of why our turkey population has been depleted over the years.
Well, I have seen a cannon one time. I'll just say that.
Yeah, yeah.
I know something that didn't help. But
Well,
you never seen a net cannon?
They're
You
trapping
know what I'm
before
talking
you
about?
meant trapping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got these little
Moving-
cannons that shoot a
moving them to
friggin'
different
gun.
locations.
I thought you were loading one in a cannon.
No.
No.
That's where my mind went. Yeah.
They'll catch them and they'll trade them.
The big
I didn't
net.
say, well, they can fly. Well, they'll just take off flying when you shoot them out.
Oh, yeah.
When they start flying.
Just give them a boost.
yeah.
Oh, right. Start.
That'll be before you know it, though. Turkey season.
Yeah, and they're pretty good flyers, too. You wouldn't think about it, but you want to talk about something that's loud in the woods. You're sitting there and it's quiet, and one of them starts
Go to-
flying up beside you late,
to-
it's
go to-
already getting dark.
Yeah, I was showing a farm one time that I didn't know I had to show that day, and I had on, I think, shorts and boat shoes, and I was walking a fence line with grass about waist deep, and I told the people behind me. I
In the
said-
summertime?
In the summertime. I was dedicated, though. And they bought the farm, but I about stepped on a hen. By the time I told them, I said, y'all watch for snakes, and of course we couldn't see them no way, it was so deep of weeds, but I about stepped on a hen that was nested,
Yeah.
And she came up about 6 inches from me, almost between my legs.
Yeah, that's the only time. That's the only time you'll get that close to them walking up on if they
I
got a
thought
nest.
something had me. I didn't
Yeah.
know what it was, but I felt the wind.
It kind of makes you. First 2 or 3 steps is coming back.
I had to go change clothes.
They say that, of course, it's coming up spring. There'll be turkey hunting's big then. But they say that the opossums have, a lot to do with the turkey population, with the eggs and.
Yeah, just predators.
In general.
Yeah.
Speaking of farms, this past weekend was the youth duck hunt, or waterfowl hunt. And my son got to shoot at his first bird out there on Gower's farm. Of course, he didn't hit it. He's 12 years old, but they were stoked. But they said they seen about 100 geese out there, and I say waterfowl. I don't know if you could actually kill geese now. I don't know. It might have been just duck, but he missed a couple ducks, but he was pretty stoked. But that was out there on Gower's farm.
I was supposed to have a showing yesterday, or another agent out of Nashville was supposed to have brought somebody, and I was going to show them the farm, and so I sat out there for an hour waiting on them, and they never showed up.
Really?
Yeah, so. But he had, there was 2 people, 2 different trucks out there, they were fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them out there. I just stayed up there at the barn, but I could see them out there fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Toddy, you had a 6 or 8 poults on your place, didn't you? Last
I
spring?
did 6 or 7. I think it's 7 in a hen. I hadn't seen them though. I seen them. They were there every day. They literally were 10 feet from my front porch.
Is your duck still there?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know being you were gone to classes.
You pour out a 50-pound bag of corn, it'll last them.
Did your wife come check on them, or?
No. They just eat the corn and they got all the water they want. I put the corn out pretty much like under my porch, so they come up there to eat it. So I'm not having to feed everything up there, all the wildlife. So they'll come up there and eat that.
That's
every day.
what you think.
Yeah.
Where'd they go?
Well,
during the-
I
Y'all seen
did.
any predators out there?
I never have seen.
I got a question.
I'm not done yet. And whenever I did have a corn pile, first it was like 10 feet from my porch, and I had a spike.
2
And he
feet
would,
from his
and
doorstep.
he would come by there 3 or 4 times a day,
Yeah.
eating one spike. But no, my corn's back gone. I need to get it back today. But no, there's I seen them this morning though.
Did your pond freeze over when we had all that cold weather?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Or where'd they go then?
they weren't happy.
They were on top of the ice.
Yeah, they were, and they were down there. They
were mad, weren't they?
Yeah, they were mad. And
I wonder what they were saying.
now you wouldn't know.
Toddy just said what they were saying. What were they saying again? Yeah, they were saying that.
Oh,
So they were all at one time. There was just one little spot, like a 5-foot circle in the corner that wasn't frozen over, and they were just hanging out in that one. But then after that froze over, they just sat out in the middle. But one day, now these ducks, if you get within 30 yards of them, they're retreating. And they got it figured out. If any time they see me coming, they'll swim out to the middle of the pond, and they'll just sit there and look at you, because they're safe out there. They feel safe. And they won't let you get near them. I mean, you cannot, if they're up there eating and you come out the door, they're making a beeline back to the pond because they feel very vulnerable
Comfortable, yeah.
away from the pond. But anyway, whenever it got really, really cold, they come running to us. They were wanting some help. I mean, it was freezing. So I had a water trough, a plastic, those big silicone black water trough, 110 gallon, whatever it is. And I cut a door out of it a while back with a chainsaw, just cut, an opening, so that I could flip it upside down. And so I put 2 heat lamps right there. And they went in there and they hung out. They hung out for a couple of days in there.
Yeah.
Then they went back to the pond after. But I had to go down there with a big cinder block to bust up the ice. And it took 3 good throws straight down.
Yeah.
Just to break the corn. Man,
It was
I don't know
about
how
6
thick
inches. It was about 6 inches deep.
could have walked
at
up
the
there.
house.
Yeah.
So he said, how deep is your pond?
Well, I'm told in the middle it's about 15 feet.
Oh, okay, never
because it
mind.
goes.
So I might have to
down
try it
there.
out.
Yeah.
just to see if it.
No, I
holds
guarantee
you.
it that you could have.
I sent one of my kids out there to test it out first.
Yeah, you can get them. You can get them on the edge.
Tie a rope around them.
Yeah, I think we'll go over. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but it's funny watching those ducks walk on the ice, trotting across there, fussing
Oh,
the whole
yeah.
way.
Oh yeah.
I always heard ducks would keep a place
Yeah.
you know, unthaw. I mean, they would.
Yeah,
even-
they'd swim around, keeping it,
Yeah.
Keep it
moving.
stirred up.
Yeah.
They did that, but it eventually got overtaken.
They got tired of swimming.
I guess. I'd seen a video. Did y'all see that? Somebody was on a Honda 3-wheeler, like a big red 3-wheeler, and they was going across a frozen pond, just like sliding and stuff on it. It's pretty bold. I wish I could find that video.
That's pretty
I don't
ballsy right
trust the ice.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't either.
My pond, I had about 800-pound steers. Get out there looking for water and got out on that ice, and I was just drawed up.
there. I guarantee it, boy.
They was out there, and I could hear the ice a popping and the carrying on. I just walked away. Don't get them excited.
Yeah, there
They-
goes $1,000.
Yeah, they all come walking off. So,
Here it is.
oh yeah,
That around here, you know?
No, it's somewhere else.
Like you say, I don't know if anything got that frozen around here.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it take quite
Look
a
at it.
bit.
He had a good time though.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Ice skating out there. I guess.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I went up to Maine a couple years ago. One buddies from the Marine Corps lives up there, and they got by the elementary school. There's just like it's just a hole in the ground. It ain't even got water in it or nothing like that, but it ain't but 2 foot deep, and you know it's like the size of an ice skating rink. And I said, "What the crap is that?" And they said that's what they fill up right before winter time with water. And as soon as winter hits and it freezes over, that's where the whole town goes and ice skates. Stays frozen the whole time. That's pretty cool. If I had a pond, I'd want it to be about 3 foot deep. That way I could try it.
Yeah. In case you fell in.
In case you fell in, you're gonna live, you know.
Yeah. Any of y'all ever tried to ice skate?
No.
Yeah, I've done it. I'm actually not bad at it. I just can't stop.
It's hard to
That
stop.
yes. Now there's some little girl in Huntsville that knows that I can't stop.
Yeah.
You run over something.
I run over her. I mean,
Bless her heart.
plowed through. They didn't tell me how to stop.
Well, when I was younger, I was pretty good at rollerblading. You know, so I got kind of, me and Liz, we went ice skating one time. I forgot where we went, but we went ice skating, and I was pretty cocky. I thought I'm about to, I'm gonna
gonna show out a little
Yeah,
bit.
I mean, it's my first time going, and I got to, I got on. I was kind of nervous when I was first getting on the ice because I didn't really know what to expect. But I thought, well, I used to be a pretty good rollerblader. I mean, that's been 15 years ago. But so I stepped out on the ice, and I was like, okay, this, it's, I mean, somewhat similar, I guess. And so I got to going, but then I realized there wasn't no brake.
You gotta swoosh.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, I didn't know I'm not good at swooshing.
Yeah.
I can get going pretty good, and I can turn okay. I can kind of, if I get going even kind of fast, I can kind of maneuver my way to, turning. But stopping was a no-go.
Yeah. Where you could spin
Nah,
on that one leg.
no.
No, we went to the On Ice up in Nashville, and they had a whole skating ring out there. And there was this Asian guy, real tall, lanky guy, and he couldn't. He gave it all he had, but he was just kind of walking around, and he would bust it, and then he would get back up and walk. He was dedicated.
Too, is them things got you up about 5 inches higher than you normally are. It
Yeah.
hurts
Yeah.
a lot more.
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
fall.
yeah.
Our ice don't give either. So.
No, that ice was, I mean, I fell hard one time. Because one thing you have to really think about, or I had to think about, was when you got the ice skates on, at the very end of the blade or whatever that they call it on the bottom of the skates, it just kind of comes to just a blunt. It's just a blunt tip. So if you get your feet forward at all, and that tip, it's just going to dig.
You're gonna blast.
And so I got to going pretty fast one time, and my foot got a little bit canted forward, and I hit that tip, and boy,
Nose down.
your feet literally just stop, and your body just keeps going. I mean, I just swan dove onto the ice, and boy, it hurt. I mean, it sure enough did.
It's cold too.
It's cold too, yeah.
Yes, we have to do the hunting and fishing report.
That's what I was about to get to there. We got turkey season coming up before you know it, and Lawson's is already has all their turkey stuff out.
That's what I was getting ready
And I
to
believe
say.
they have some new calls this year. I didn't know that they had Woodhaven last year. Woodhaven calls. I don't remember them having them last year.
Oh, no,
But if they
also,
do or not, they've got them this year. Really good calls. And
there was a Sitka turkey vest and turkey tool belt
Yep.
that they had on their Facebook as well.
yeah, Brent and I both have the Sitka turkey vest, and it's hard to beat them.
And chokes.
It really is. I mean, it was, it's definitely is it's a must have turkey hunting. Whether having something to keep all your stuff handy, where you got quick access to it.
And they have all
Having
kinds
some
of
kind of
turkey
vest.
choke tubes. All things
Definitely
turkey.
highly recommend the Sitka vest.
Yeah, it is good. It's a little pricey, but I mean, you get what you pay for. And that's the thing. You look at the other ones, and I mean, you're going to pay $100, $150 for those. Granted, these are what, $225, $250. But you start looking at the quality difference. I believe it's well worth it to have a really nice vest. And it is an investment and one that you don't have to make every year. But if you want a nice turkey vest, that Sitka is really nice. And we're going to help somebody out a little bit on one. They need a turkey vest. We're going to give them a $25 gift card. So we're going to take caller number 3. Caller number 3 this morning is going to get themselves a $25 Lawson's gift card. 766-9393 is the number. And they're lighting up already. Good morning. You are caller number 1. We're looking for caller number 3. All right. We can lighten them back up. Good morning. You're caller number 2. We're looking for caller number 3. And the next one here.
Next one is
They
going to be a
dominate.
winner chicken dinner.
766-9393.
Turkey
Next
dinner.
caller is going to get themselves a
Winner, turkey
$25
dinner.
And they got
Lawson's
cowboy hats too.
gift card. And they lighten up and they go away now. They're coming back. Good morning. You're on there with the United Country Boys. Who do we have on the line?
Is this caller number 3?
This is caller number 3.
Oh,
You're the winner.
oh boy.
Yes, sir. And what's your name?
Jackie Cox.
Jackie Cox. So congratulations. You are the winner of the $25 Lawson's gift card. We're going to put your name down there at Lawson's, and you can go by there and give them your name and pick up that gift card.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Jackie goes to church with us.
Yeah.
Wears cowboy hat all the time. I point him out sometimes. A good guy.
I gotta get a cowboy hat. I think I look pretty good in one.
Out of all hats considered,
You're gonna get the one that's big round one, or
Yeah, it's a pretty good size. I tried one on, and one of the ladies that works down there, she said, that looks good on you. And I said, Devon makes you say that.
yeah,
Devon.
Huh?
Devon.
Duvon.
Duvon.
Devon. Well, anyway, Devon.
Devon.
Yeah.
You got to talk in your mic.
Oh, and so I left it on, and I walked around there, and Tyler and Hunter were looking at shades, and they started laughing at me and stuff. And I went back and I told that lady, I said, I don't believe anything you say now because of that.
Out of all things considered, you look best in a cowboy hat. See, put this on.
No,
Put it on.
except the hammer hat.
Nuh-uh. That don't look
Look
bad either.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Does it? Yeah.
It's just
Well,
his
I got-
hats that he finds
I
is
got
like,
room in there.
yeah.
There is
Maybe that's
room-
what you
room
need
all
to
of it.
You
do.
need a bigger hat.
Yeah.
But we were at car rents one time at a sporting goods store, and they had a hammer fishing rods.
Yeah.
And I put that cap on, and it fit, and
No, it
and
did
I mean, I
not.
looked good in it. I'm telling you.
I think I've got a
Fake
picture
news.
And they laughed.
Fake news.
They laughed
Excuse
at
me.
and they wouldn't
Excuse
let
me.
us buy
Excuse me. Let me talk. Fake news.
it. Now Brett does that. Go ahead and do your.
Fake news. Excuse me. Fake news.
Yeah. Someone said he didn't look good in the hat. I didn't say
I didn't say it. Somebody said it. Fake news. Excuse
You
me.
got to use the hands.
Lots of great
Yeah.
people on both sides.
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
But anyway, that
His head was
lovely cap.
huge. Huge head. Beautiful, huge, beautiful head.
Not quite as beautiful as mine.
You better told y'all ain't right.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Fake news.
That's enough. Okay.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't stop once he gets going.
But really, that hat
Just
fit.
like
It really
Trump.
did.
Trump can stop either. Trump don't stop.
No.
Well, I'll start wearing a cap.
That didn't look bad, but his
The more I can cover up, the better. That's why I wear shades.
the hammer hat was a real shallow hat. It just kind of set right on the top,
Just one. I don't like.
and it was
those.
kind of pulled and wrinkled. It was not a good looking.
It was not a good situation.
I thought I looked sexy.
All right. Hunter got him some new boots. I did too.
You got a new shirt.
Over the
Why
week.
don't you tell your boot story, Hunter? Shout out to put somebody else out of business.
Harriet.
I
Yeah,
can-
no,
go ahead.
these boots fit well. They're Justin's. Just nice dress boots.
Yeah. So the other day we were going to Boot Barn. I'll tell that because Hunter won't. I'll tell it real quick. We got a few minutes left. Going to Boot Barn, and he was looking for some boots, and I'd kind of I was looking a little bit, but kind of maybe some kind of exotic. I have some ostrich skin boots, but think about something else. But he was looking for really anything in his size.
Ooh.
I'm the same way.
Well, I mean, because he wears like a 11 EW extra wide. 11,
hard to find.
and they're
Same
hard
way,
to
all hard to
find.
find,
So
they
he
are.
just trying to find something in his size if
It
he
felt
likes
good,
it.
yeah.
One
Anyway,
foot's like 2 inches shorter than the other one.
So we go in there. I find me a really nice pair of snakeskin boots that I was going to get, and so he was looking and looking. And anytime he goes to a boot store, he's in there for hours because he looks at every pair in there and every size that they have. Anyways, finally, it's about closing time, and he's tried on 100 pair. Well, finally, he says, "What about these?" And I'm looking from across. I'm looking from a
No,
distance.
you were
I was not
close.
right up there, and I
He
wasn't.
was close.
I know I wasn't that close.
I know you were.
And from a distance, I said, "Yeah, those look good." And so he went and asked the lady, going to make sure. Now, these are real, aren't they? Because I had asked about mine. She said they were. And she said, "Yeah." And he buys them. They were snakeskin. We get back to the room and take one look at them. Oh, they were fake.
As soon as I got them out of the box, I
Bad
said,
fake.
these aren't real.
No, they were just a leather
But
print.
I walked
snake.
up to you and I had it on my foot. I didn't have it in my hand, when I was asking you about it.
I guess so from a distance. But anyway, so these were Dan Post boots. Every pair of Dan Post boots there were $500 plus. And he just thought he stumbled up on a $200 pair of genuine boots. I said, you should have known. $200. All the other ones are $500.
I just thought it was an old anaconda or something.
Well, did it fit well either way?
Oh, they fit well, but I
Shoot, who
returned them.
cares? Oh. If
Well-
you find a good pair to fit, let me know because I got the same problem.
Well, these pair right here fit.
Can't hardly get any
But
on.
he got another pair, and I don't know if he's going to keep them or not. He's acting like he wouldn't. I think the best looking boots out there. Black Cayman, square toe. So they're alligator boots, alligator skin, and they're black.
They're made from the belly of alligators.
I mean, they're about the best looking boot I believe in the world.
I know I got the most uncomfortable boots in the world.
But that's the thing
My
about
Lucicis,
Luke Casey's,
Luke Casey's,
and
whatever
they fit very narrow.
They ain't made for.
Luke Casey's.
But I'm telling
made
you,
for comfort.
these square toes that I've got, those Dan Post, they're comfortable.
Very
I
comfortable.
will
They
wear
have,
no shoe that's not comfortable.
Yeah, they have removable insoles.
I can vouch for that. I'm going to find me a size in those because everywhere we went didn't have my size.
We wear the same.
I tried
size.
them on. They were.
You tried Lawson?
They felt like tennis shoes.
Lawson's
Yeah.
got a bunch. I
Yeah.
gotta go down there and look and see about. I need
Yeah.
some. Don't they have belts too? Don't they?
They do.
They have Western belts. I think they.
Yeah.
I gotta find me a
Are
Western.
you
They
going to
got
belt
hats, too.
buckle for the conference?
I want one of them big. Tyler, when he rode horses, he had a belt buckle.
With them WWE.
It was about this big.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like a dish,
Satellite dish.
satellite dish.
I
mean, he
I
get
could
reception.
I could catch a signal with it
He can get reception.
if I had it
It
just
had a
right.
big T on it.
Yeah. I wore it to church all the time, and one of the church members said it looked like a hubcap.
I'm going to have to get one big enough that goes over my gut.
I was going to say, that's the problem now.
If you get one under, it hurts.
Yeah.
So if you get one, you get your gut by. So I got to find a
Yeah,
big buckle.
there you go.
Pretty sure Lawson has buckles, belt buckles. You looked?
No.
I don't think they do.
We'll have to go down there today.
We're going today.
Dale Brisby has that belt buckle. Dale Brisby has that belt buckle that says, what does it say? It says,
Rodeo time.
well, yeah, but it's he's got that one belt buckle that he wears all the time, and it says like whatever bull riding champion. Then it says like this year.
Yeah.
It just says this year on it.
Yeah.
So when people ask him, I say, "When did you get that?" He says, "This year."
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It is hard to find good boots to fit.
The shoes
I
in
go through a
period.
lot of
You know,
I got one I got on at Lawson's, and well, these fit really good, but I mean they're about wore out, but they're not really for Sunday go to meeting or anything like
You
that.
know, my favorite thing is when you walk in and the people helping you, you put a shoe on and it hurts like the dickens. And they say, "Oh, it'll conform to your foot."
Yeah.
And when they say that, my kids all just take off running because they know what's fixing to come after that. That
what's
I
fixing
come
to come?
loose.
Yeah, what's-
I come
What do
loose.
you?
Well, they conform
What are you about to
you.
say?
They conform
Yeah,
to your
they don't
feet,
want
Tommy.
to hang around to see the killing.
Yeah. No, I mean, Tommy, if they don't fit now, they will conform.
No, they will not. They come out. Well, they'll conform off of my foot. You know.
Yeah.
I tell you, talking about boots and fitting, my daughter's been into Toy Story, and we were just sitting there playing one day because we've got her a Woody, a Jesse, a Bullseye, Buzz, Slinky Dog.
Slinky Dog.
Proceed.
What else?
And Buzz.
You gotta give away a gift card.
All of them. And we were sitting there playing, and, you know, I said, if the boot fits. She looked up at me, you know, the scene where she said, say that again, cowboy. And she's 3-year-old. And I said, if the boot fits. And she went, okay, cowboy. Straightened her head out and just ran right into me. I'm talking about a fool. She tried to fight
whoop
me.
you.
Yeah.
I did after that, and I took a whooping. I sure did.
Hunter can sick her on you, like.
Yeah, I'll get her trained.
Yeah.
I sicked her on Brent one time. He was sitting there
She
playing
did.
guitar.
I was playing guitar, and she was right there in front of me. And Hunter said, you know I can sick her on you. I said, no, you can't. She went, Harper, get him. And she just ran back and went.
Yeah. And she grabbed that guitar and come over the top
Hit
of
me
it.
right in the face.
Yeah.
Hunter thought it was funny.
She's trained.
You gotta watch her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will get you. There ain't no doubt. We got 2 minutes left. We ain't talking nothing about real estate.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Property.
Property.
Yeah, real property.
You for it or against it?
I vote aye. Yeah,
Second.
Hey.
yeah. There you go.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you're
I
thinking
was,
about selling, give us a call. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you, help you out, get you started. We do free comparative market analysis. Tell you what we think we can get for the property in the current market, and then we go from there.
Yeah, I've put 2 under contract past week or so, and, one went under contract yesterday. I'm down in St. Joe, 3 acres, has a home and a barn, and it's some fenced. That one went under contract, and about a week ago, I had 60 acres down in off Bassam Road in the 5 Points area, went under contract. So today I've got to help that buyer from North Carolina do the online application and get a septic permit. So we're a full service real estate company. You know, we scheduled the survey. Going to be scheduling that application for the septic. So we've got all the connections. So if you're looking for property, thinking about building, we can help you there. Or if you're looking for a home, we have numbers as far as home inspectors and all that goes.
Tommy just put 2 under contract.
Did.
You put 1 under contract within a week, didn't you?
Yeah, but the second one I put on this week, or last week.
Yeah, well, the interest rates, from what I can tell, are starting to already drop this year. So it's
We're gonna keep coming down for the election, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can reach us on our office phone at 931-244-7126, and you can reach any of us from there. And that is the 9 o'clock hour. We appreciate everyone tuning in today, and we'll be back next week. So be sure and give us a listen. We'll be back on at 8 o'clock with more Lawson's gift card giveaways. We're appreciative of our sponsor, Lawson's. Y'all go down and check them out. They've got everything you need: clothing, hunting, fishing, pretty much everything. So if you need cowboy stuff, if you need something, just go check them out first, because they'll probably have it. All right? And, of course, we want to close in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for today and every day that you bless us with. We pray you watch over us today and keep us healthy and safe. Lord, we are above all thankful for Jesus Christ, who left heaven and came to earth, Lord, and the one who became sin for us so that we may become righteous before you. We're thankful for Jesus. And Lord, just pray we have a great day today in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 We're going to close out here with a song that I bet very few people have heard, and that's I'll Leave My Heart in Tennessee. I heard this song about a couple weeks ago at the Grand Ole Opry, and this is Daly and Vincent, I'll Leave My Heart in Tennessee. Thank you for listening, and enjoy this song here.